Ulam pang kayeng do bar thawan ke jala uba met ba lengdo ha ke sepalai jong ke tayo ulalom ye ke Jylla-lang bat ke MLA ke jala ha ke bedai bat ke iakhun ye ke jingpang COVID-19 bat ha ke ne ke Jylla-lang ke belalong ha conference hall jong ke MLA hostel lawan banyak simbenta de ke MLA na kaliang sensyar bat kaliang persya. Hakane ke Jylla-lang lawan banyak simbenta da Menteri Rangba ke Jala ukon rat ke sangma unong yalam kaliang persya Dr. Mukul sangma ke Menteri Sorkar bat ke MLA kaliang persya. Kinong mikmat ke Jala da kawe kasur ke larai banyak treilang bat ke Sorkar bat bun ke lapan pau bat ke Sorkar ke deban perking bat ban kemi benya baki breu ke Jala ke bawan pai na ke Jala ba per ke deban pendap ya ke jingsyak kemi benya bat baki deban pendap tikna ya ke kendon ke bela bethat da ke Sorkar bat kumno ban penklan bat penjana ban yada na ke jingsapriang ke jingpang COVID-19 hapo ke Jala. Hakane ke Jylla-lang Chief Secretary ula pentip baki breu ke Jala ke pawan pai ni ke Jala baper ke lawan rung leng baki kredop ke badan ha Bajeng Doba ha North Garo Hills, Bernihat ha Ribhoi District, Ratachera ha East Jainta Hills, Tikrikila ha West Garo Hills, bat Jumla ha South West Garo Hills District. Bat yakini ki breu la kmi benya bhada ki doktor ki badon ha ki kredop ha shwa ban ailat yaki bakin lech pa shala ki jongki yeng ke sam ban le yak quarantine.
I think the most important message of this meeting is that all the legislatures and all the opposition and the ruling are working together in this fight against COVID. Another very important thing was that we got very good suggestions from all the members who were present out here, and it only helps the government and the officials to improve on this entire operation and work that we're doing against COVID right now. As you are aware, the operations are big, so every suggestion that comes in is good for us. So once again, I thank the Honourable Leader of Opposition and all the MLAs, and most importantly, the Honourable Speaker for calling this meeting and really allowing us to explain what the steps we've taken, and also giving us a lot of good suggestions on how to improve the work that we're doing against COVID-19. Thank you.
Our children, our workers who were otherwise stranded in other states are now returning. Therefore, there is a need for the government to really see that all of them are screened properly to ensure that if there is any chance of any of our citizens who are returning have contracted the virus is given the kind of attention and the treatment as required as per the protocol. Now, the most important thing from technical perspective is that besides the protocol which has been issued from time to time by ICMR, that is considered as something which is the minimum SOP. But over and above that, if we want to ensure that Meghalaya has to be free from any infection, over and above that, what more measures will have to further top up? The issue of the advisory for 14 days quarantine and the issue of the testing at the time of entry by using the rapid diagnostic test to identify the presence of antibodies. This has been discussed from technical perspective, and how we must again look at the fact rather than opinion, because the importance of these tests will enable us to know where the enemy is, where the virus is, whether virus is coming along with any of our citizens. And if we know, then we know how to fight. If we don't know, then we don't know how to fight. So the most important aspect here is to ensure that if anybody has contracted the virus, are the measures that is put in place are enough for us to detect such citizens who are returning to the state, to verify whether they have by chance contracted the virus, and if so, what are those further measures which are required to be. You have to ensure that we are able to protect the senior citizens, we are able to protect the vulnerable members of the family. So this part has to be properly audited and seen. Therefore, quarantining means it's a issue of enforcement. It's not just advisory.